Hello everyone. In my last video I was making a drawing of a mandala, actually this mandala here on the table, and I was using watercolor to color it out. Of course you can use water and the watercolor brush. This is the normal way where you would just color it out. Now I have found a great tool for doing this, and this is called, now this is just with the normal brush. That works very well. But I want to show you this great tool which I have discovered, and which is looks like this. It is a Pentel Aqua brush. So what it has a brush here, and the water is contained here on this side. And so all you need to do is press on the brush, and the water is flowing out. You can see here, the water flows out, and you can paint. The great advantage for this is you don't need to carry water. So wherever I go, I can just unpack my aqua brush and my watercolor tray and start painting. Like I have been doing this in trains, in waiting rooms and airports, etc. And if you want to, if you're finished painting or you want to change the color, you just take a tissue and you just press on press out the color, and you can ready to use a new color. It's really a wonderful tool. I have put the link under the video, and I put all the links for other tools with the video. Now the next great thing is to color it out with my Posca pens. These are acrylic pens, acrylic color, wonderful and tool for painting. Now with these colors you can paint on almost every surface. Like for instance here I have a piece of olive wood, and I painted it with these Posca pens. Or here is a stone which I did an Om mandala. Wonderful. Also the color really lasts. Also you can keep it for a long time, they don't fade. Another stone to paint. In this stone I also used some edding, silver and Edwin copper and gold markers. Beautiful tool also. I use for this Posca pens I use now a lot. And if you want to order it in the internet, they come, for instance, they have this sorted box where you can just get the whole box, beautiful packaged, beautiful to keep. And another thing which I used to paint, or I'm still painting, are these bamboo sticks. This, you can just see the beautiful colors they have. They have different kind of tips. I would like to show you. The one tip I have been just using here, this green tip. This is you can see I can go over the black. So it's opaque, so it covers the color underneath, and that's very important when you make a so-called mistake in a yantra or mandala. This is the blue one, and this has a bit thicker tip. The tip on this one is now a thicker, which is 1.8 to 2.5 millimeter. My favorite ones are this 0.9 to 1.3 millimeters. And there is also some thinner ones. This is 0.7 millimeter, and they come in two kinds of shapes. One is called the bullet shape and the pin shape. Especially the white is so beautiful because the white just covers the color on top, so you can go white on black. Can make beautiful designs, especially what I like to do sometimes, like here I have a mandala, and just to add some white dots, highlights, the mandala. Gives a spark to the mandala. Yeah, you see, just add something to the beauty of the mandala. And with this mandala you see here, I used just a normal writing paper, and if you use just a writing paper and you use the markers, which I showed before in the video, this is my favorite marker. It's a Pilot CD marker, has got a thick point on one side and a thin point on the other side. And these markers, they really go into the paper, and they actually go through the paper when it's too thin, like you see on here on the table. This is the ink going through, so you have to be careful. So it's better to use always a little bit of a thicker paper. And another pen which I like to introduce you are this Faber-Castell Pit Artist pen, Faber-Castell. They have a brush tip, and that's what I did with the with this. You see, this is the brush tip, and also beautiful colors. In the beginning the colors always look a bit dark, and then they become more shiny when they dry. I prepared here some different black circles, which I did here. This I did with the Posca pen, and if I go over, you see what's happening with this pen. So it's not smudging the black line, and this is the pilot marker, also is not smudging the black. So this is a great way to color out mandala. This is another pen which is I love to use for writing. It's an Uniball, and it's an Uniball broad 1mm tip. You can also use, and so this color is as you can see is transparent. If I use this Posca marker, the way the ink flows, you have to shake it and then you press down, and they last really long time. I have my pens I have now, I don't know, for 2 years. They're still working. Yeah. And the last one I would like to show you is this Copic Ciao. It's a beautiful set of colors. And they have on one side they have a brush tip, and on the other side they have this marker tip. Yeah. This one is the color is a bit old now. It's not really writing anymore because it's a few years old. This, but the colors are also very beautiful. It's like they used to make layouts with this kind of, now they do it on the computer, but in the old days that's how they made layouts, and especially this kind of set, which is the 36A colors, comes with many soft colors. This is a bit rare that you find these really subtle colors, and you see none of these pens are really here. They smudge a little bit. This means because this pen is not only water soluble. Actually, it says it's waterproof, but it is petrol based. You can also smell it, so it sometimes smudges the edges. When I color out a mandala, like I did here in this case, especially when you use this kind of colors, then you cannot help but to go over the edge, so that the black edge is kind of disappearing, And then in the end I always use again the marker and just follow the edge, and then it becomes really beautiful and strong. So I think this is all I wanted to show you today for using the colors in the mandala. I hope you're having fun. One more thing before I switch off. There is another thing which I'm using. That is the Stabilo Aqua color. It has come also from other brands. Yeah. And that's like a pencil. And with this pencil, you can just like paint a little bit. And then you are using the brush and dissolve the color in the, and with this kind of effect you can also make shades, like on the one side you have one color and then you use the pen, go inside the other color. So you can use it like watercolor, but it is a nice tool to use for coloring out mandalas also. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this small video, and I hope you enjoy coloring and drawing mandalas. Bye.